Alrighty. We are back, and it is a lovely sunny day outside. Welcome, good morning. It's weird for a second game in a row to be having to do one of these streams when it's bright and sunny outside, and right in the morning rather than being at night. Yeah, big game today in terms of the opposition. Not really in terms of the actual stakes of the game. Let's say it's still a pre-season game. It is a pre-season trophy so that we are looking for here, the Sydney Cup. So something to play for. And I will say, and we'll get into this a little bit in a little bit here, but both teams have gone quite strong in their lineups. I won't say full strength because I think there's a lot of players missing from our side. There's quite a few players missing from their side too. Some weird inclusions in their squad, I will say. We'll get to that at some point soon. But yeah, another chance for us to, get some more fitness in the legs. We've obviously had some really good news in the last few days, and I feel like every single day we get better news when it comes to Chelsea. Obviously, Mudryk has just been lifted off his suspension, so that's brilliant. So he's now going to be joining the team for the Asian part of the pre-season, as is Jackson, Caicedo, and a few others, I believe. I can't remember who else. But yeah, a few others to join. Obviously, we've got a lot more other players that are still on their holidays from the World Cup, like Enzo, like Rogers, that type of thing. But yeah, I almost forgot. Another very good, fun kind of game to play. Here's our game today.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day.
Well, take it away, N'Golo. Yeah, so we're, again, same stadium as we played in the last time, so the pitch is, we saw how the pitch was last time. It's a little bit dodgy, so we'll have to, adapt to that. Hopefully we've adapted to it from the last game, but yeah, and though form is not particularly, imperative when it comes to these pre-season tournaments and stuff, it is worth mentioning that Spurs are off the back of a win against Sydney FC, who obviously are, I think that they won the league last year. I want to say Sydney, they won the A-League last year. We obviously played West Sydney, who came bottom of the table. So a bit of a coup for them, beating a better side than we did in the lead up to this game. But apart from that, there shouldn't be too much discrepancy between the two sides. Obviously, Tottenham are coming off one of their worst seasons ever. We are coming off one of our worst seasons ever. So it's a very weird spot we both find each other in, because I feel like we are both two teams that have got a lot of optimism about the next season, because obviously they've got De Zerbi in, we've got Alonso in, and it's, there's a lot of signings being made for both sides. I believe Tottenham and Chelsea are the team that have spent the most money in this window so far in the Prem. So yeah, good to kind of good for both of us to have a bit of a reset. Let's look at the two lineups if I can remember how to do this. Starting with the Chelsea lineup. So, small injury problem for Robert Sanchez in the build-up to this game, I believe, and that means that Teddy Sharman-Lowe is back in net again. I don't think he was particularly poor in the last game. I feel like the centre-backs ahead of him were doing him a big disservice, let's say. Back four consists of Palestra, Wesley Fofana, Colwell, who is captaining us again. He took the armband in the previous game when he came on, which is very interesting because I do think there will be a shift into him being the vice captain next season. It seems like that might be the direction we go, especially if Enzo leaves. So seeing him captaining the side again is good to see. Hato, of course, on the left. This is a very, very strong back four. You'd imagine that with Lacroix coming in, obviously, is another thing that's been confirmed. He would probably replace Fofana in this lineup in an actual lineup, and Palestra or James would be in this right side, and that would be our back four for the foreseeable future. In the midfield, we have Asugo and Romeo Lavia, who didn't play in the last game because he picked up a small issue. Apparently, he felt something in the warm up, so they didn't want to risk it. So he's now in. So that's our the two pivot. Then the front four is as follows: Esteval, Palmer, Gittins, and Joao Pedro. And this, again, really, really similar to what we probably see throughout the season. The only change being Gittins is probably going to be replaced by Morgan Rogers. Do you think we should sell Fofana? Absolutely not. He's not our first choice, I will say, but he is not one of the ones that needs to be sold. He needs to stay ahead of Badiashile, who's obviously linked with a move to Napoli. Trevor, who's pretty much confirmed to be going to Como at this point, and Disasi, who's also going to be leaving too. I think Tosin and Fofana will be the two that stay with us, with Lacroix kind of being the first choice there. As for the bench, I don't think you can see it because it's cut off, but as for the bench, we'll just mention a few names here. Most of the players I will mention here are players that played in the start, like kind of from the start in the last fixture. So Ted Kurd's on the bench, Subaloy's on the bench, Tosin, Sarr, Anselmino on the bench. Sarr's an interesting one. He wasn't in the squad last time. He has now joined up with the squad. Emanalo's on the bench again. I would love to see him get off the bench because he was really, really good in the last game. Achampong's on the bench. The two Reggies, Walsh and Watson, are on the bench. Nicole Jazuli, who again, another one of our youth players that was really, really good in the last game. Satpayev, of course. Amari Kellerman, Kavuma McQueen, and Liam Delap are also on the bench. Now, for the Tottenham team, I can't particularly show this because they are one of the teams that decide, oh, we're not going to put up a match graphic, we're going to put a link to our website, which is really annoying, and I don't know why teams do this. So I can't put it up on screen, but I will list the players here. It seems like they're playing some kind of 4-3-3. I don't think it's a 4-2-3-1. I think it is a pure 4-3-3. It depends on where Gallagher plays. There are, obviously, mentioning Gallagher, there's a couple of ex-Chelsea players in this lineup. So they have Antonin Kinski as the goalkeeper, new signing Andrew Robertson at left-back, Van Hecker, again, another new signing as one of the centre-backs, alongside Ben Davies, who I think will be playing in the left-hand side role. The two full-backs for them today are Archie Gray, who's captaining the side, and who else is on this? I already mentioned Robertson. So Gray, I think, is playing a right back, and which is weird because he is a bit more of a midfielder, so I'm not really sure why he's playing a right back, but he can play loads of different positions. The three across the midfield is brand new signing Tonali from Newcastle. Huge coup for them to be able to get him. I think he's going to be a good signing for them. Bergval's in there as well, and then of course the aforementioned Conor Gallagher, ex-Chelsea. And then the front three is Solanke, again, another Chelsea player up top. Matisse Tell, who is, I think, the man to watch in this game for Tottenham. He was very, very good in the previous game, and I think he is, he seems to be their kind of answer to Jamie Gittins in a way. We've been having that with Gittins, where he's been very in good form on the left-hand side. Tell is going to be doing the same thing. And then it's Manuel Solomon, I believe, is the other winger on the opposite side. Now we can move into this, hopefully. Boom. Yep, cool. I'll hopefully not forget the lineup. We can go for the bingo card. The stream is actually up here. Okay, yeah. So what have we got on the? Is there anything new on the bingo card? Also, I've got the wrong scoreline up. Boom. There we go. In terms of the bingo card, we have Tell Spurs' best player. I just mentioned that. A Palestra goal/assist, double Reggies. I don't think this is going to happen because they're both on the bench, but it might happen. This is just if they both get on the bench in the lineup at the same time. Also, I will say we will be playing in our away kit, even though we are technically the home side in this fixture, because we're doing a promo for our away kit. I'm literally watching an advert for our away kit right now. I shall be getting mine soon, which will be good. We got a Hatto app, which we can tick off immediately because he's in the starting 11. Unless something drastic happens, that's not going to change. Fullback goals assist, we have a Pedro goal for Joao Pedro, of course. We've got clean sheet. Correct prediction today, I've gone for 3-1. I think that we will win this game. I don't think it will be comfortable, but I do think we will win by, at least a 2-goal margin. Got youth player goals plus assists. This is, again, just if any of those guys get off the bench, they can get into there. Anything else? Sanchez Weldy, I can't tick this off because he's not playing, so that's unfortunate. So, and then the player of the match today, I've gone for Palmer. I feel like Palmer might have a bit of a... He was talking in his interview before the game about how important this game is, regardless of it being in pre-season or whatever. Also, I want to apologise if you can hear the very large machines that are going on outside my house. I think my neighbours are mowing their lawn. I gotta get my headphones on now. Let's see what the commentary team is saying. Oh, the audio is really poor. Why is the audio so poor on the stream? Come on, CFC, get it together. How do you feel about Hendo and Welbeck? You probably addressed the last stream, I missed it. I think they're both very, very good signings for us. I would say that Henderson, who is probably going to be signing his contract today, it's been reported, I think he's not going to be a player that gets off the bench, genuinely. I think he's just going to be in the squad, get a payday, and, be an experienced head in the squad to kind of keep the other players, honest with themselves and be able to pass off his knowledge to the other players. I think that Welbeck, on the other hand, I think is a really smart bit of business. He got 13 goals in the league last season, and they're all against good teams. I think he scored against United, Arsenal, us, of course, Newcastle. Like, all of the teams that he scored against were really big teams. So I think he's, for a third choice striker, absolutely perfect kind of decision for us. And again, another experienced head in the who's been playing in Premier League for absolute years. So another one to kind of pass down to our young players, and that's kind of the difference that we've had in the last few years. It does feel like our team has been, had good quality, but the experience hasn't been there. So it's nice to see that changing. And obviously, with us not getting Xhaka because him staying with Sunderland, I feel like Henderson is that kind of replacement, even though he's probably not actually going to get off the bench. I think Mudryk should go on loan. Mudryk's situation is hard, man, because I'd love to see him continue to play. I would, but I just feel like he's kind of, because of his suspension and him not being here for a season and a half, I feel like he's just a little bit behind the other players in that position, especially with Quenda coming in now as well. He's obviously in form. It's hard for him. I feel like a Strasbourg loan would be pretty good for him, honestly. Like, that might be one of the ones that goes out there. We've obviously been in talks for putting Genesis Antwi there. But, yeah. I'd love to see him continue, but I don't think he will. I think he will be loaned out. Why is the stream audio so poor? Hello? What are they... Bro, what are they doing over here? I'm on the official Chelsea stream and it's cutting in and out of the audio like every 2 seconds. What's going on? I don't think it's my headphones. I think it is actually the stream. Well, the players are now walking out onto the pitch. And now the commentary team are like in high-pitched Alvin and the Chipmunks voice. What's going on? Sort it out. Wow. The stream is absolutely having a mare. They'll be getting some angry letters from the people that have paid for this, like me. Yeah. I think that's the main thing, and I think you said that very well. Because we don't have, like Europa League football or Conference League football this season like we have in previous seasons, he's just never going to get the chance to play over Gittins and Quenda and, Morgan Rogers on that left-hand side. Is it just me with the stream audio buffering? Yeah. So it's not just me then. Good. And also the commentary team are like high-pitched. I don't know what is up with the stream. I really don't even know, like... See, I do streaming, quite often. I'm also an audio guy, and I honestly have no idea what is going on. I can't even tell, like, what's going on. There's clearly some latency issue, but, like, no idea. If I change my quality to 1080p, is that going to help? I don't think so. I'm more confused with the fact that they haven't figured it out that it's doing that yet and changed it, because they often, the broadcast is often pretty snappy with that type of thing. So 2 captains will meet in the centre circle here. It's Archie Gray and Levi Colwill, who are the 2 captains today. I'm just more baffled as to why the commentary team are like half a semitone too high pitched. What's going on? Excited to see the front players for us today. Gittins, Esteval, Palmer, Pedro. Our attack is definitely stronger than the defence and the midfield, I will say. You can hear the old trumpets of when the Spurs were going marching in, blaring out throughout the stadium. I think this will be a little bit of a home fixture for them. I will say. I think there's probably more Spurs fans than there are Chelsea fans in the stadium. Oh man, this stream audio is actually jarring. I'm gonna refresh the page and see if it fixes it. I don't think it will. Oh my god, jarring. Oh, kickoff is starting very quick. But they don't give you very much time to get the kickoff timer going. But it will be Spurs kicking off from right to left as it goes back to Kinski immediately. And it will be interesting to see how Spurs play. We obviously know that they've got De Zerbi as their coach now. They are going to probably try and play out of pressure. They're going to try and bait the press. They're currently doing that right now with Kinski. We are playing a very high press and forcing him to go long. Will be one in the air by Fofana, but headed back. Oh, and Colwell's done a very nice turn in the middle to get away from his man. He's surging up the right-hand side of the pitch, which is bizarre. Should be a throw to Tottenham on the right side. Back four, as we've been seeing under Xabi Alonso, and considering his comments in the presser the other day where he said he wanted 4 or 5 centre-backs in his squad, I think it's kind of confirmed he's going to be playing a back four this season. Although I do feel like we will kind of hybridise at times, depending on who's kind of playing in the fullback positions. We know Palestra, for example, is going to get high up the pitch and almost act like a wing-back anyway, so with Hato in the left-hand side, maybe he plays as kind of like a third centre-back on that left-hand side. Ball up to Solanke is cut out by Sugo, but it's going to bounce straight back to them. Here's Tell. Cutting inside. Can't get the ball past Colwill though. Palestra will get it away. Here's Bergvall. Pedro challenging him, but he's kept on hold of the ball. This audio is actually jarring me. Like, I might have to actually completely mute my audio because it's making me it's making it so hard to concentrate. I can't believe they haven't fixed it yet. It's wild. Here's Ben Davies. He's playing at left centre back today. Now Kinski. Foot on the ball and trying to invite Joao Pedro to press him, but he just decides not to, and they have to pass it away. Van Hecker to Ben Davies again. Down the line for Andy Robertson, who, from the other game we saw them play against Sydney, Andy Robertson was getting very, very high on the left-hand side, and we expect him to do the same thing here. Oh no, it's not my audio. I'm talking about the stream audio. It's buffering really weirdly. It's jarring. Robertson around the corner, but cut out by Dario Sugo again. He's being very aggressive so far, as we often see him do when he is able to play. He was very, very good in the previous game. Palestra will take the throw. Here's Joao Pedro. Palestra now back to Fofana. He's going to play it across the pitch to Hato, who is playing a little bit tucked in, and so it's kind of a little bit of a hybrid position here with Jamie Gittins kind of playing as a left wing back. He is now going up the pitch though. Ball's going to go all the way back to Teddy Sharman Low. He's going to launch it long. But Van Hecker will win that in the air. Here's Tonali. Van Hecker. Yeah, it does really seem like Chelsea kind of understand that we're not going to get any inroads pressing them because that's what they want to do, so we're just not pressing them. Just letting them have the ball until it goes into midfield. I think it was a little bit of a foul there from Romeo Lavia. Snapping into a tackle on Tonali there. That's been blown up for. Good to see Romeo Lavia on the pitch. Can he last the full 90? Probably not. If we know him, he is getting taken off at least 45 minutes. Now the press is going to come in. It's Tonali. He's been tackled by Jamie Gittins, his Asugo. He's been fouled. I think they've given a throw to Chelsea. The only thing worse than the audio is the quality of the pitch. You're not wrong. It is a rather bobbly surface. Here's Romeo Lavia. Holds off Solomon. He'll get it to Harto now. Oh, Gittins is almost giving it straight to Matisse Tellen goal, but here's Palestra with a chance to get his stride on. Oh, wild stat. Quickest player in the entire Italian top flight last year. I suppose that's not particularly impressive considering how slow that league is, but, you know. Palestra to take the throw on the right side. It's Pedro to Esteval. Ball not sticking for either team, really, at the moment. Here's Van Hecker. Pressure on Davies. He's had to get it to Andrew Robertson. And the ball out from Tonali is intercepted by Asugo again. He's been very, very good in the midfield already so far. Here's Van Hecker again. Who, in an alternate universe, could have been a Chelsea player. He was definitely one of the players we were looking at. Ball through the lines to Tonali, who does not look comfortable in there next to Dario Asugo, I will say. He's been hounded by him very, very much. And Joao Pedro has ran up the left-hand side and then been fouled by the aforementioned Dutchman. Be a good opportunity for us to swing the ball into the box here. From the left side. I imagine Palmer will be on this. It's not anywhere close enough to goal to attempt an effort on target, but I think it's going to be Lavia to take this, actually. Swung in towards the back post. It's Harto! Oh! It's a good opportunity for Harto at the back post, and he's incensed that it should have been a corner here, but the referee have given a goal kick. Yeah, Lavia's playing, which is surprising in itself. But I'm pretty sure he was on the free kick there, which is bizarre. It might have been Gittins, actually. I'm not sure. It would probably make more sense if it was Gittins, but it looked like Lavia to me. I haven't got my glasses on, so I'm kind of blind. It's Ben Davies. Ball forward is intercepted by Esteval. Here's Fofana. Back to Esteval. Good work. Cutting inside. He's been hounded by everyone. Cole will get it forward to Asugo. Here's Robertson again. Interesting kind of dynamic between the two sides. We're both like... we're both trying to use the ball in terms of playing possession football, but constantly giving it away because the other team is very good at pressing. There's another example of it. Lavia and Asugo combining to get the ball back. Colwill to Fofana. Yes, it is interesting to note that we are absolutely playing in a back three at the moment in terms of the shape, with Harto on the left, Colwill in the centre, Wes Fofana on the right, and Gittins is really, really high, almost playing like a wing back. As is Palestra. Here is Gittins, up against Archie Gray, who's won a corner? A throw-in, rather, I think. Yeah, we have. Right in the corner flag. Here's Lavia to Asugo, who's been horrifically challenged by Gallagher, that should be a sending off. And the players are going to get pissed off at him for that. That is not a pre-season challenge, I'll tell you that for free. Oh, it's a bad challenge. Even though it's a pre-season game, he should be getting a card for that. He's lucky it's not studs up. If that was studs up, he'd be off the pitch, genuinely. Cool, blimey. No love lost for Gallagher at Chelsea then, I suppose. It will be a yellow. Good decision from the ref, I think. 10 minutes in, that's not the greatest thing for him to be playing the next, 35 minutes on a yellow, but good for us. Hope Dario's okay. He is on his feet, so that's a good thing. It's going to be Esteval to take this free kick. Signal goes up. The ball's going to be delivered to the back post, and it can't get to Fofana. Can Palestra keep that in? No. Apparently not, anyway. How is that not a red? Yeah, I'm a big fan of the black kits too. My favourite Chelsea kit of all time is the I think it's the 2012 away kit, where it's the black shirt with all the blue squares on it. Love that kit. It's been an offside given from, I think the pass out from the goalkeeper has been given offside here. Will be free kick to Chelsea. It's been 11 minutes, they still haven't fixed the audio, by the way. I'm going to keep complaining about it, because it's genuinely jarring. I hope they fix it at half-time. Long ball from Teddy Sharman low. Seeking out Marco Palestra on the right-hand side. Cut out by Ben Davies. There'll be a throw high up on the right for Chelsea. Ball back with Fofana. Now Colwell. Harto's going to completely fool his man and then get the ball to Palmer. Here's Gittins on the left-hand side. Trying to take on Archie Gray, and he's gone around him, but not taking the ball with him. Gray's now got a lot of pressure here on him to get the ball away, and he's given it away. Got it back, though. It's good play. It's really good play from Tottenham to get out from the pressure, honestly. The ball has gone out off the pitch, though, so maybe not. Sanchez has got a small injury in the warm-up, I believe. Lovely little flick from Joao Pedro. Here's Palmer. Into the box. Gets it to Gittins. Cross to Sugo. His pass is a little bit too heavy for him, though. Given away by Tell to Palestra, though. Here's Esteval on the right-hand side. Oh, he's trying to take on his man and unable to get past Gallagher. And Spurs are going to try and play it out from the back again. It's Robertson. Oh. The referee's playing for something. I have no idea what for. Maybe an earlier foul? Not sure. Here's Tell. Yeah, Reece isn't in the squad yet because he's still on his holiday from the World Cup. As is Rodgers, as is Caicedo, as is Enzo. Although, actually, no, I think Caicedo might be back, but he's going to be starting during the Asian part of our pre-season, if I remember correctly. Here's Palestra. Up to Esteval. Back to Esteval, back to Palestra, back to... Oh, lovely little flick from Palestra to get it to Joao Pedro as well, and then there's been a foul on him by Van Hecker, and it'll be a free kick. Lovely bit of, link-up play on that right-hand side between Esteval and Palestra. They seem to be getting their relationship together. It's good to see. That is that flick is so audacious. I can't believe that's come off. It's another free kick for Esteval to deliver from the right-hand side this time. It's a bit too central to put it, with a lot of whip, but he is going to take it short to Palmer instead. Now Palmer can deliver. Nope, back to Lavia instead. Here's Gittins. Romeo Lavia, out to Palmer. Esteval, back to Palmer. Now Palestra. He's going to whip the ball in on his left foot. He is two-footed. Oh, the stream has just died. Brilliant. Come on, man. The ball is played back to Gittins instead. Was Palestra an attacker before? I don't know. I imagine he must have been some kind of, midfielder or advanced player before, because he doesn't really, feel like a defender, and he is very, very two-footed. I generally think he might be ambipedal. I don't think he actually has a weak foot. Palmer's been fouled on the centre circle by Tonali there, I believe. We've taken it quickly. Here's Palestra again. Palestra's also been fouled there. Referee might need to get on top of this in a little bit. They're starting to hack our players down. Yeah, a lot. He's very similar to Alonso in terms of his stature, but in terms of actually, his on-the-ball quality, he's very bizarre. He is very much like a winger. Despite his large frame, he's got very, very good feet. I'm not sure if he'd have the same amount of output as Alonso either, but we'll hope to see. Ball thrown in to Joao Pedro, who's held it up. Hato will get it forward. Ball is broken here, though, to Solomon. Up against Hato. He's going to play it back to Tonali, and it's deflected and gone in. Their first shot, and it's gone straight in. Cool. Well, he's already on one. Gallagher is. He's already got one yellow. Well, for my prediction to be correct, I needed them to score, so I want to see this from behind the goal if I can. I don't think that this was on target until the deflection. We'll see. Let's see it. Nah, Teddy has been absolutely fooled by the deflection there. I want to see it from... Why are they showing... They're showing the same angle. I want to see it from the other side. Oh, here we go. I see. Oh, yeah. No, it deflects off a Colwill, actually. It completely diverts into the other side of the goal. Yeah, no chance. Absolutely no chance. Will be Teddy to get us underway again with a long kick out. One in the air by Van Hecker will be a Chelsea throw. Jorgensen saves that. I think if the shot didn't deflect, Jorgensen wouldn't have saved it, if I'm being honest. Oh, Joao Pedro's fighting for the ball. There's been a little bit of a, let's say, a theatrical fall to the floor from Van Hecker. That's won them the foul there. Sanchez has got an injury. Small knock, I believe. I think it's more so we don't want to risk him, but... It's Bergvall. It's going to go back to Davies here. Would like to see Palmer get on the ball a bit more. He hasn't really been involved too much. Here's Ben Davies. Ball through the lines is intercepted by Asugo. Or rather, Fofana, who had been rushed up into the midfield area. It's that aggression I talked about. It's Davies again. Now Robertson. under a lot of pressure, and Palmer intercepting the ball but couldn't make it stick. It will be a Tottenham throw. Another long ball from Kinski over all of the players, and Palestra will see this go out. Also, Palestra has been one of the better players on the pitch so far, I would say. Here's Lavia. Fofana's going to switch the play out for Harto. Now Gittins. Fofana again. It will be interesting to see how long it takes before Tottenham tire out from this high pressure and start... Oh, brilliant work from Lavia. Under the challenge of two players, he gets away from two. Palmer up to Gittins. Harto's gone up with him. Gittins plays it in, and it's deflected for Estevao! Brilliant. 1-1. It's a brilliant ball in from Jamie Gittins. Vinicius Jr. to Arsenal comments, not happening. Absolutely not. Unless anything has changed since I last checked, but there's absolutely no way that's happening. Let's see this again. Gittins... Harto's done really well to draw a player away. And yeah, Estevao just runs off the back of Ben Davies. He's not tracked. It's another goal involvement for Jamie Gittins. He's been brilliant in pre-season. Really, really good. Is there anything I can tick off for that? I don't think so. Yeah, and that does all come from Lavia getting away from two players in the middle. I said it in my Xavi Alonso video that I uploaded a couple of weeks ago or a week ago or so. He's the best player under pressure in the league. He just can't stay fit enough to show it off. That's the problem. Ball up and over, should fall straight to Kinski. I don't think there was a deflection on it. I think that I don't think I saw it right the first time. It looked like it deflected, but I think it was just a good header from Estevao there. Kinski has taken a bit of a risk here, trying to bait João Pedro into pressure. His ball out is a good one, though, to Robertson. His pass forward is not accurate, though. Chelsea throw on the right side. Palestra with the throw up to João Pedro. Here's Davies. Robertson's got space to run up the left-hand side. Now Tell. Up against Palestra. Got to see some of his defensive qualities now. Instead he goes back. Here's Gallagher. Swings the ball to the back post. It's over everyone. Headed away by Levi. It could have probably been left to go out for a goal kick, but I don't think he got a shout there. We'll come back at us. Bergvall forward. And the ball will break for... Oh. It was going to... man, there is so much going on. I think that Fofana's gone down injured here. And he's going to be... The game is going to be stopped for that. I hope he's not too injured. I don't think it was a contact injury. Oh, no, he is now pointing to his eye. I think he might have gotten an elbow or something. Let's see. Yeah. Flailing arm from Conor Gallagher, who had made the run forward. I don't know. Have they got names on the back of shirts as well? I don't know. Oh, I can't see their shirts. Xavi Alonso giving a bit of a talking to Esteval and Palestra on the right side whilst this break in play is there. God, they've just shown an aerial shot of the pitch. It is utter dross. That is a terrible, terrible pitch. Fofana is still down here. Hope it's not a broken orbital or something. Don't think so. They are. I do think they are kind of milking it a little bit. Let's be honest. Oh, there was a little deflection on this. Oh yeah, so that will rob Gittins of the assist, I think. That's sad. Well, we know from previous experiences that Gallagher is not a technical player. He is only there for his physical abilities, and he's gonna be aggressive. That's the way he plays. Labrador of a player is Archie Gray, Tonali, Bergvall to Van Hecker through the lines, but straight back to him. Now it's going to go all the way back to Kinski. Oh, he's got to be careful. That's the second time he's almost given that straight to Joao Pedro. It's Tonali again. Oh, Fofana's been a bit too aggressive there, and he's given it away to Tell. Solomon to Gray. Good defensive intervention from Harto to block that. It's going to go back to Bergvall. Davies again. I did kind of expect that this would be a game that Spurs would have a lot of possession in. We know how they like to play under Roberto De Zerbi. They are going to try and play out from pressure, but ball up is a long one to Robertson. Yeah, I was about to iterate the same thing that the commentary team just did there, that the Solanke has not been able to make it stick so far. Is that Spurs' first choice goalkeeper? I imagine so. I don't think they're going to play Dubravka as the first choice, who they got on a free transfer. But I imagine it will be Kinski who stalls for them. I think, again, Kinski is usually pretty good with his feet, so I think that's probably why he's in there. We want to talk about goalkeepers. I want to see Penders. I'm very surprised that Penders hasn't cut his holiday short to try and get into the lineup. It's very bizarre, considering he didn't play a single minute in the World Cup. But, he's entitled to his holiday, I guess. Fofana with a good tackle on Gallagher. Here's Asugo. He's going to play it back to Colwell. Yeah, I don't know if Vicario is still there. He is absolute pony, though, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's not. Here's Lavia through the pressure brilliantly to Palmer. Long ball up to Jamie Gittins. It's a good tackle from Gray to stop him from advancing, though. And that's what Lavia does, man. He gets it through that first line and gets us going up the other side. Here's Colwell. Interesting, Asugo has moved into the central centre-back role here. And he's launched the ball forward, seeking out Palestra. Cleared away by Van Hecker. Anywhere but here. From the Dutchman there. Yeah, it'll be. I said it'll be interesting to see whether any faith is put into Penders. I'm at the stage now where I don't think he would be. I feel like if Xabi Alonso really wanted him in the squad, he probably would have said to him, "Hey, get your ass over here." It's Lavia. Joao Pedro on the left-hand side. Now Lavia again. Who's playing in the left-hand side. We're already seeing those rotations. Good, brilliant ball through the lines from Colwill. Palm with a good touch too. We're seeing those rotations that I spoke about where, like, players that shouldn't be in a position are just randomly there. Like, Lavia's playing at left centre-back for now. Esteval's tried to poke it around the corner for Marco Palestra, but not going to get to him ahead of Matisse Tell. Oh, Gallagher's almost giving it away to Palmer. Oh, just a little bit off the pace there. It's great. Harto with a tackle. Brilliant work. Good turn to get away from it as well. Here's Asugo. Oh my goodness. Bit of a miscommunication there from Asugo. I think he assumed that the pass was going to someone behind him and he left it, and it's just fallen straight for Tell, who took a strike that was very high and wide, but another attempt for them. Yeah, I feel like the problem, the issue with Penders is that if we had, Conference League football, I feel like he would start every single game in that competition. But because we don't have that this season, it's, we've only really got the league and the domestic cups. I feel like it is one of those situations where we'll probably just stick with Sanchez. Maybe give him another loan, but he's good enough to get into the starting 11, I would say. He just needs to prove it. Ball forward has been intercepted by Palestra, who's having a really good battle out on this right-hand side with Tell. Ball forward for Tell is going to fall straight for Fofana. Here's Sharman Low. Up and under from him. Oh, goodness. Palestra will be unable to keep that in, though. Spurs throw. And that's the situation, just right there, prime example of why Penders would be good in this squad, because he wouldn't line it like that. He would be much more composed on the ball. Maybe Xabi Alonso decides that is more important than being able to be fantastic at shot stopping, because we know Penders is good at saving things, but his handling is, needs to be worked on. He's great. Crossed in, it's headed away by Colwill. Here's Tell on the left-hand side, up against Palestra. Can't get away from Asugo. It's Palmer. Palmer with a turn. And he's going to get away from his man too. Now Palestra. He's thrown to the floor and he wins a free kick. Good work there, just to get the pressure off us. It's good. You know what? It was actually really good defending from Palestra in the first place to stop Tell from getting forward. They are showing replays whilst the game is being played, so I am going to tick that off the bingo card. It does annoy me. Thoughts on Neuer or Maignan still? I don't even want to talk about Maignan. Like, honestly, like... we still get linked today with players like Camavinga and Tchouaméni, and it's like, okay, we get it. They're not turning up here. We've been linking us between, like, there's been links between him and our club for like 5 years. It's not happening. Come on. Yeah. That's exactly what I mean when I say that his handling is not the best. But then again, it maybe if he's surrounded with defenders like Lacroix, like Colwill, that will react to danger and not just, let the other opposition players get on the follow-ups, then here's Joao Pedro. Oh! Ball forward to Joao Pedro, try to poke it towards goal, and it's not been given as a corner, I don't think. Probably should have been. Let's see. It's another error again. It's a pass out from Davies, Robertson rather, who's been cut out by Romeo Lavia in the middle, and his ball forward to Joao Pedro is a decent one, but can't get the toe poke right. Tottenham are committed to playing out from the pressure here, and we are playing our very high press. Kinski goes long instead. Fofana wins it in the air. Esteval. And it is interesting to see that now we are playing in that kind of, that three at the back system that we've spoke about a lot, where Esteval and Palmer are playing as dual 10s, because Palestra is not particularly playing as a right back at this stage. Lavia, Asugo. Oh, his pass forward is a little bit wayward. Matisse Tel. Can't get away from Palestra, and he'll have to go back. Van Hecker. Matisse Tel on the left side again. It's Bergvall to Gray. His ball forward is intercepted. Lavia forward. Oh. Tried to play the ball forward to Joao Pedro, who didn't drop deep and instead made the run, and it's going to go straight back to Tottenham. Here's Tonali. Ball out to Van Hecker again. Tottenham just trying to find an avenue at the moment, keeping the ball. Here's Gallagher. Ball into Tonali. Here's Bergvall. Through the lines to Solanke. Good touch. Tonali back up to Solomon. Now Bergvall again. Across the pitch to Andy Robertson. Tell. Not finding many inroads here, Tottenham. They can't seem to break down the resolute defence that we've got set up at the moment. Robertson again. Here's Tell. He's going to be their main outlet. If they get anything from this game, it'll be from him. Ball into the middle. It's tackled by Palmer. And Asugo will get it to Wesley Fofana to clear. Davies will play it all the way back to Kinski. Yeah, I do wonder if that is, feeding into Alonso's mind a little bit of like, oh well, if he can't get on the pitch at all, it's Tell again, being tracked by Asugo. It's good work from Matisse Tell and a good save from Teddy Sharman Lowe. I told you he's going to be their most dangerous player. You know what? I'm going to tick it off already on the bingo card. It's good, brilliant work from Tell again. I think he just ran past about 6 players. Obviously, we knew that Courtois was going to start for Belgium, but when he got injured and didn't get to play, it was very telling that Penders didn't come off the bench and Lamens did instead. Oh, Tonali's corner is absolutely awful. Xavi Simons start Spurs? I don't know. I think so. Did he go to? I don't remember if he played for. Did he play for the Netherlands? Is he still on his holiday? Maybe. There's a few players missing for Tottenham today. I will say they don't have Matej Fernandes, who I know is obviously they signed from West Ham. He's not here. I think he was. I don't know why he's not here. I assume he was with the Portugal squad. I don't remember. Simmons is injured. That would make sense. That's been a common occurrence. Long ball forward from Archie Gray is going to fall straight to the head of Colwill. Now Teddy Sharman low to Fofana. Bit of a miscommunication there between Fofana and Palestra. There is a lot of wrinkles to iron out in this squad, I will say, so far. But then again, I don't think Fofana will be starting for us, so maybe not so much. Kudus injured? Oh, yeah, I guess Kudus isn't there either. There is quite a lot of players missing for both teams then, isn't there? Despite how strong the two line, I guess that just goes to show how good the depth of the two teams are, because the lineups that we are playing today are pretty strong. Oh, ball almost given away to Palmer. Again. Is Van Hecker through the lines. Now Bergvall. Archie Gray. Ben Davies. Do you think Mudryk plays for us this season? Absolutely not. I don't think he plays for us. However, I will say that he either goes out on loan, which would be him not playing for us, or he just stays with the team and trains until he's got his fitness and stuff back. Obviously, you need to remember he's been gone for a year and a half. Like, he's not going to be, to the standard of, despite himself keeping himself fit, because to his credit, he has been doing that as much as he can whilst he's not been in the squad. He's not going to be anywhere near the other players. Ball laid off for Tonali. Is Solomon. Now Bergvall. Whipped into the back post. It's gone all the way over everyone to Matisse Tell. Dink into the middle is cut out. Here's Palmer. He can't collect the ball though. Here's Tell again. Ball on for Davies. It's across the box and wow. Can't believe it's not a goal. Should have been a tap in for Solanke, but he couldn't get there. Good defending from Colwill to stop him from reaching that, I think, actually. Will be a Chelsea throw on the opposite side. Will also be interesting to see whether the two teams decide to use this as a fitness game and rotate heavily in the second half, or if we are going to take it a bit more seriously and try and play our starters for a little bit longer. Ball into the box is headed away by Fofana this time. Here's Van Hecker. Long ball over the top for Solanke, but good reactive goalkeeping or proactive goalkeeping from Teddy Sharman Lowe, should I say, to go out and punch. Here's Gray again. It is worth mentioning that Spurs have had multiple preseason games so far. We have not. Here's Palmer. Joao Pedro's got to be offside. It will be put into the net by Esteval, but yeah. It's a brilliant bit of work from the middle to get the ball and then play it through, but Joao Pedro didn't recognise that he was offside. It's very good defending from Ben Davies, to be fair, to keep him off. He steps forward and stops it. Here's Tell on the left-hand side. Plays it back to Gallagher. Ever heard of Jojor Darul Tazim FC? I have. They are our next opponents, I believe. Or no, not our next opponents. I think we play Juve, Milan, and then them. I'm not sure. But I know they're one of our opponents coming up. I have no idea where they're from. I imagine with a name like that they are somewhere in like an Arabic country, or like I want to say like Western Asia. that's where I'm gonna assume. I have no idea. We feel like we're back in our Conference League days where we're just playing teams I've never heard of before. We've made some good friends in that competition. We stand Noah FC. It's Denali. Malaysia? Oh, that would make sense. We're on an Asian tour, aren't we? That would make sense. It would be Malaysia. If I used my brain for 1 single second, then I might have been able to figure that out. Ball whipped in by Robertson. It's cleared away by Fofana and then Harto. It's going to fall straight to Archie Gray, though. We'll say Tottenham have absolutely dominated possession, but don't think they've haven't particularly made too many inroads, though. Here's maybe an attempt. Gallagher. Cleared away. Here's Tell again. Now Tonali. He's quickly closed down by 3 Chelsea players, and the referee will blow his whistle for half time. Don't really know what to. I don't know really what to say. It's been a very, very average game of football. They scored from a deflection. We scored from a deflection. Like, you know, can't really say much more than that. I will be quickly taking a break for half time. Is there anything we can tick off here at the moment? I don't think so. No, absolutely not at the moment. It's just nothing's happened. Is the issue? Nothing has happened, so I can't really tick anything off. Yeah, we'll be. Oh, I'm gonna pause the stream as well. I hope that when I come back from my break, that the whoever is running the site has fixed the audio because it's actually jarring. Right, I will be right back. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'll see you in a bit. Alright, we are back. I got myself a nana. Is that on? Okay, I did not forget the timer, which I often do. Is that updated? Okay, brilliant. It's a good finish from Esteval in the end, actually. Just seeing that again. They haven't fixed the audio, by the way. They're playing that Shakira World Cup song in the stadium. So catchy. Trying to see if anyone else is complaining about it. I think there are a few. It'll be interesting to see if there are any changes at half time. I don't know if we would go as rotated as we did in the last game. I don't think we will, but apparently some of the youth players have been warming up half time, according to Ben Barker. Yeah, so Jackson and Caicedo are here, but they're not in the squad, if I recall. My banana is bruised. How wonderful. Get an interview with Palmer now. Do I have time for a Rocket League game? It depends how quickly you make them forfeit. I always hated playing Rocket League back when I was playing it, because I'd be like, oh yeah, I've got enough time to get a game in. And then whenever you have that mentality of like, oh yeah, I can get a game in, the game goes into overtime and lasts absolutely ages. And other times where you're like, oh, well, I can play 2 games. One of your games goes like 30 seconds. And then you have to play another. And then by the time you play the other one, then the other one is too long. You just never... It's not a good game for intervals. Then again, I was never particularly good at Rocket League. I was a rather average player. Oh, I'm gonna make a self-admission here, by the way. I saw the career mode updates for the new EA game. I may have already pre-ordered it. Oh, I told myself I wasn't gonna do it. I tell myself every year I'm not gonna do it, and then I did. Sorry, in this interview, I just had to point this out because he's so funny. They've just asked Cole Palmer what the thing is he's looking forward to the most going to Hong Kong. Obviously, trying to get an answer football related, and he's just said the food. Who scored for Chelsea? Esteval. Esteval scored for us. Oh my goodness. It's just the live feed, because the interview was fine. The audio for the interview was fine. They've cut back to the live feed, and it's doing that lagging thing again. I don't know what they're doing here. I've said this in the past, but my dream job, if I was to get a job in the football space, my dream job would be exactly what Ben Barker does. I'd literally just be him. Like whatever he gets to do, doing the announcements at the stadium and stuff, getting to do interviews and stuff, I'd be there. He just gets to go with the club to every single game, and he gets to announce all the players, and he gets to do these little segments. I would be there. That is genuinely my dream job. Because everyone always says like, oh, they want to be involved in football in terms of like being a player. I feel like being a player, like being a football player, must be like so jarring because you get like basically no free time, and like you're forced to go into training every single day and like do that. I just feel like maybe I'm just too lazy for that. I'm like, oh, I can't be bothered. I don't. I don't understand the lag because it's weird because like you feel like they would have after 45 minutes they would have fixed it and they haven't. Like what's going on? This just in, Vinicius Jr. is open to lowering his demands to extend with Real Madrid. Arsenal fans are in tears. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through my Twitter feed. Some of you guys are actually so funny. I can't repeat what I've just read, but oh, Jesus. I want to see if the assist did actually. They did actually credit the assist to Gittins or not. Let me take a gander. They have credited it as a Jamie Gittins assist. I guess because maybe the deflection wasn't a deliberate play of the ball. Maybe. Not sure. I think the players are coming back out now. The Tottenham players are coming out. And the live streamer has either gone down or ended, supposedly. Brilliant. Wonderful. This has been disastrous. Oh. I think they restarted the stream to fix the audio issues. Because it's working now. Oh, now it feels weird because the commentary team are like an octave like less high-pitched than they were before. Let's see if there's any changes. I think I see Richarlison on the left-hand side waiting to come on. Obviously replacing Dominic Solanke, I would imagine. Can't see if there's any changes for Chelsea. I think it's Nicole Jazuli who's coming on. Yeah, he's coming on for Lavia. Very big coup for him to be coming on. He's 16. Crazy. So he was very, very good in the previous game. I think Kevin Danso has also come on. for Tottenham. I assume that's also a straight swap for one of the centre-backs. João Pedro and Richarlison having a bit of a giggle in the centre circle to each other. Oh, okay, the game's just started. There was no countdown this time. Long ball from Teddy Sharman-Lowe seeking out João Pedro. Danso has moved into the right centre-back spot, so I think he's come on for Van Hecker. I'll have to see who the other centre-back is. I can't see at the moment. It is Van Hecker who's come off. It's Palmer. Good work to hold on to the ball. Gittins. Can't get the ball past his man. Palmer will force a throw again. Thrown on by Archie Gray. Colwell's going to hit it with an up and under, seeking out João Pedro. Nicole Jazuli. Up to Estevao. Bit of head tennis will break Jamie Gittins' way. Now it's Hato. All the way back to Teddy Sharman-Lowe. João Pedro unable to make it stick, but it's going to come straight back to us. Colwell. Excuse me. Another long ball from Teddy. This time seeking out Estevao. He's not going to win that in the air. Long ball forward from Robertson will go straight into Chelsea's hands though. It's Palestra who nods it back to his goalkeeper. Will be interesting to see if there's any tactical changes between this and the first. We'll say that it seems that we're not what's the word? Not letting them have the ball, as much of the ball as they did in the first half so far. Long ball forward is cut out by Hato. Tottenham have not found their rhythm so far in the second half. Joel Hato to Gittins. A little bit lackadaisical from him there. He just let the ball get taken off him. Who came on for Chelsea? Nicole Jazuli is come on for Romeo Lavia. I believe that's the only change. Oh, it's a loose touch from Kevin Danso, who's then fouled João Pedro. The card should be red here, and it is. I can't believe it. Only been on for 3 minutes, and he's already got a red card. You just got to let him get a shot off. You can't do that. That's going to awfully change the complexion of the game, let's say. Red card in a pre-season game is wild, by the way. Absolutely wild. He put a bet on, yeah. He's been probably talking to Tonali. What is he doing? He's randomly let this ball go through his legs and just not receive the ball at the end of it. He just dummied the ball for no reason and then just... What on earth was he thinking? No idea. It's a free kick in a semi-promising position for Cole Palmer to take. It's quite central but quite far away. So it's about 30-35 yards away. I feel like this could be a little dinked ball into Palestra here. Palmer's going to take a strike on goal, and it's not that far away. Kinski made the dive, but I think there was quite a lot of space between the ball and goal there. Tell you what, it wasn't actually that far away. Always curling away from the goal though from that angle. I'm trying to see the way that Tottenham are lining up with that change. I think Archie Gray has gone into centre back. Might be a change at some point to rectify those issues. Maybe Kota Takai, I think, could probably come on. I think he's one of the centre backs that they've got. Ball launched up by Palestra. João Pedro can't keep a hold of it. Gray will get it away. Headed forward by Wesley Fofana. Kinski away. Colwill. Jamie Gittins. Back to Colwill. Into João Pedro. Lovely little touch to get away from his man. Cuts it back for Esteval. It's off the crossbar and then smashed forward by Colwill, but I can't believe it's not gone in. I think Colwill might have taken this off of Esteval. It's a brilliant first touch from João Pedro, and the cut across is great too. Oh, it's a fantastic save from Kinski, actually, to put it onto the crossbar. And then, yeah, I think Colwill just gets in his way. Oh. Those two having a bit of a joke to each other. Be like, what are you doing? Kinski. Long ball forward is going to fall straight to Wesley Fofana. His tell. Robertson up against Palestra. Dives to the floor and wins a foul. I can't believe he's given a foul there. I don't think he even did anything. See this again. He literally does nothing to him. He just falls over. I can't believe the ref has given that, but there we are. Good opportunity for Tottenham to get a goal against the run of play here if they can get the set piece right. I believe it's Robertson who will be taking it. Swung in. Good delivery, but then punched away by Teddy Sharman-Lowe, but the flag has gone up for an offside beforehand. And now a substitution will be made for Tottenham. It's a big boos coming from the crowd when one of the names was announced there. I'm not sure who for. Oh, it's Gallagher. Gallagher got booed. Malachi Hardy is the player who's coming on. I imagine he's going into right back. No, he's going into centre back with Gray going back into right back. Here's Fofana. Jazuli around the corner to Colwill. Long ball from Colwill seeking out João Pedro, who will get on the end of it. Good run and a good ball. Now Gittins. Ball thrown back to Colwill. I will say, Gittins hasn't been as effective on the left-hand side as I would have liked. Here's Palmer through the lines, up to João Pedro. Good little touch to the aforementioned Gittins, but João Pedro is offside. I will say, another thing that keeps happening in this game, and I know this will go away with more game time, but Asugo just seems to be like having a lack of communication with a lot of his teammates. Like, sometimes the ball will go towards him and he'll just leave it for no reason and then have to panic and reach the ball again. I really don't know what's going on there. It's happened a few times. It just happened again there with a pass out from the back. Ball's going to go back to Kinski. Long ball. One in the air by Fofana. Here's Colwill. Now Palestra. Sugo. Round the corner from Nicole Jazuli. He feels so comfortable in that midfield area. He does not feel like a 16-year-old. Ball forward from Colwill. Gittins. Nicole Jazuli. Fofana through the lines to Palmer. Palmer through the lines for João Pedro. It's going to break for Esteval, maybe. No. Cleared away. The attacking patterns are starting to be found by Chelsea now. Tonali. He's got 4 men around him. He's got to be careful here. Nicole Jazuli with the pass forward for Esteval, and it's a brilliant save from Kinski. That would have been a brilliant assist as well, by the way. Nicole Jazuli again. Foul from him on Solomon. Well, we were talking about who's going to be their number one. I think you'd be very surprised if it wasn't Kinski, considering the amount of saves he's pulled off in the second half. It's been very good. Here he is again. Under a lot of pressure from João Pedro, and he does get the ball away, but only as far as Palestra. And now Tell. A little bit of a accidental foul from Dario Sugo will give them a free kick on the halfway line. Esteval should be on 3 rather. He should be on 3 goals. He got 1. He should have had the one that Colwill stole off him, and then he's just had that one saved as well. Here's Solomon. Tracked all the way by Hato. He's forced back to Hardy. Ben Davies through the lines. Up to Richarlison. That's a brilliant pass. Leaves it for Robertson. I think that might have been Richarlison's first touch, by the way. Ball up to Richarlison is cut out. Here's Esteval. Gets it through the lines brilliantly. Nicole Jazuli. Now Asugo. Palmer. Ball. Brilliant ball in for Marco Palestra. Can he do something with it here? Palestra cuts it back for Palmer. It's blocked. Here's Asugo. Palmer again. To Colwill. Now Jamie Gittins. Going to take on his man. Gets around the outside of Archie Gray. And then inside. And then takes a strike, and it's blocked by Hardy, who took that right in the face. Will be a corner. It's a brilliant block. The youngster. It's brilliant work from Jamie Gittins down the left-hand side. He just bursts past him and then uses his own momentum to get the ball back. Commit him to one side. It's going to be a corner taken by Gittins, I believe. Maybe by Esteval. They're both over the corner here. Esteval goes away. Gittins in. back post. It's a shove from Asugo. That's given a foul. If he doesn't do that, it falls to the back post with Harto or Palestra at the back post. And Aaron Anselmino is being readied on the sideline. This will be his second appearance in pre-season for us. I imagine he's probably coming on for either Harto or Fofana. He did play on the left. He did play in a left back position when he came on before. Here's Ben Davies. Bergvall with a hefty pass back to his goalkeeper, who's almost made a meal of it, but he's done well to get it away, but it's going to fall for Jamie Gittins on the edge of the box here. Asugo tries to play it forward to Palmer, but well read by Davies, and he's going to get Tell on his way. Up against Wesley Fofana, tackled by Asugo. Ball's going to be laid back, but the shot from Tonali this time not deflected, and it's gone straight into the hands of Teddy Sharman-Lowe. I don't know what's happened to my voice, by the way. Excuse me. Here's Palmer. Tackle on Palestra will give us a throw, I believe. And is, like I expected, it's Harto who's come off for Anselmino, so he'll be going into the left back / left centre back role. Just good to see him fit and playing the game, man. Is Nicole Jazuli. Colwell to Fofana. Palestra is high on the right hand side. Sugo back to Colwell. His long ball up to Gittins. Anselmino. Now Fofana. Pace has slowed down a little bit here for Chelsea. Ball's gone out to Palestra. He's going to try and take on his man, as he often does. Swings the ball in on his left foot to the back post, and Gittins can't quite get there. This is a really good thing about Palestra, is that when he doesn't have the beating of his man, he can just cut onto his left foot and play it in, which most right backs can't do. Him being two-footed allows him to do that, which is good. Long ball. It's going to be picked up by Anselmino, who kicks it off the face of Richarlison to deflect back to Teddy Sharman-Lowe. Well, no, he's actually more of a left centre-back. He's very, very confident on his left foot, so he usually plays on the left despite being a right-footed player, so it's not that bizarre. Here's Gittins. Nicole Jazuli to Asugo, who's used his strength to get the ball away, but the referee's not given it. Wow, the referee hasn't given a foul for that. I can't believe it. Tonali surging up the pitch. He's got Tell ahead of him, but Palestra's going to track back beautifully and win the ball, and then he's dragged back by Tell for a foul. Yeah, I believe he usually plays in 4 at the back systems, but as a left-sided centre back. So he's comfortable playing that, because we're not really playing him as a left back per se. He's kind of playing as a left-sided centre half. So the system is kind of interesting. It'll be interesting to see if he actually stays with us. I don't think he will, but maybe. You never know. Here he is on the ball. Gittins. Yeah, Palestra has been very good in this game. There was a weird kind of hate campaign that went on against him in the last game. I'm not really sure why. Palmer. He's fouled. Palmer gets us underway quickly. lifted the ball into Joao Pedro's path, but not going to get there. Anselmino will head it down to Gittins. Palmer's made the run, but Gittins has gone on the outside. He's dinked the ball into the back post, and there's no one right there, but the ball's been headed back. Oh my goodness. Joao Pedro has missed, and I cannot believe it. Colwill forward. Nicole Jazuli. Solomon trying to get away from 3 players and does well to get away. Is Gray. I think it's another save from Kinski. Well, you can keep your good form, Kinski, for pre-season. Thanks, that'd be nice. Long ball from him again. This time deflected off of Richarlison's back and gone straight into the path of Palestra. Fofana up to Palmer. Ball inside for Palestra. Lovely little touch to get away from his man. He's fouled. He's such a winger, man. Whoever decided to play him as a right back is I don't know what happened there. He's such a winger. Yeah, look at that. It was Robertson. He tries to chest it back to his goalkeeper and it just falls straight to Joao Pedro, and it's a very fortunate save from Kinski, who closed down the play quickly. I think the game has been stopped because there's some blood on Solomon's shirt, but he's also coming off the pitch now, so I'm not sure who's come on for him. Are they going to say who's come on or no? I don't think they are. Palmer to take the free kick into the front post, cleared away by Richarlison. Nicole Jazuli. Back to Palmer. And back again. Oh, it's Mikey Moore who's come on, I think. Sugo to Palmer. Back to Sugo. Now Palestra. Nicole Jazuli to Anselmino. Joao Pedro, who's dropped deep. Pace has significantly slowed, I will say. Centre-backs have now got themselves back into position. Here's Esteval on the right. Nicole Jazuli. Jamie Gittins. Cuts inside. He's tracked all the way. He has to lay it off to Colwill. It's rather the same pattern that we saw from Chelsea in the first half we're now seeing from Spurs, where they're just set up in their shape and we're having to try and break them down. Colwill lofted the ball forward, but yeah, very, very ambitious there. I will say the crowd has gone absolutely mild as well. Oh, the crowd's going to get up for this, though, because Datsam Satpayev is coming on. He's coming on for Esteval, our goal scorer today. I was going to say, he did look a little bit tired. Obviously, you've got to be careful with him, considering his long injury that he had. Again, 68, 69 minutes in. His legs are pretty good. And Satpayev coming on to a big cheer from the crowd. He's technically not actually a Chelsea player, by the way. He's technically on trial. Because he's not allowed to sign for us until he's 18. Be a throw for Tottenham on the right side. It's Hardy. Back to Kinski. Oh, heavy touch from him. He's got... Man, he gets away with that every single time. I can't believe it. Tell. Gets away from one. Can't get away from Aaron Anselmino, though, who was covering. Oh, a little Ronaldo chop from the Argentine as well. He's gotten the ball away from him. No, I believe he will play... it depends on when he turns 18. I think he turns 18 soon, but he's technically on trial for us. He's not technically a Chelsea player yet. Nicole Jazuli to Satpayev. And to be fair, I don't think he will play for us this season anyway. I'm pretty sure he'll get loaned out. So I think I'm not sure if it's a technicality in terms of the fact that he's not technically a part of the first team. I will say I'm not sure, but Sugo has given a foul away on Richarlison. It's another Tottenham change happening. Ty Hall is coming on for Bergvall, I believe. Rio Kyle Martin coming on as well for Robertson. It's Ben Davies. Ball out from Kinski is almost won in the air by Satpayev. It's good work from Matisse Tel, but he's tackled eventually by Satpayev, who then wins the ball again. Good defensive work from the youngster. He is so strong as well, by the way. He's so hard to knock off the ball. Built like a brick shithouse despite only being 17. It's a good tackle from Masugo. I'm not sure what he's complaining about. The ball boy who's just picked up the loose ball is limping. What's happened to him? No one's safe in this game. Plestra will throw it forward. Joao Pedro. Headed back by Gray. It's Hardy. Now Kinski. Hardy again. Ty Hall has passed the ball straight off the pitch. Another throw for Chelsea. Does feel like both teams are just kind of waiting until the end of the game at this point. It's Hardy to Davies. Long ball up for Mikey Moore. Not going to reach it. I used to have a teacher back when I was in sixth form that looked like, and I shit you not, he looked like a cross between Lionel Messi and Aaron Ramsey. He looked exactly like him. It was really weird. And ironically, he was also my football coach in my first few years of high school. Which is very, very funny. It's Teddy Sharman low. There's a bit of mono law for you. Balestra. Fofana. To Colwill. Searching for a pass. Joao Pedro's dropped deep. And we'll get the ball. Anselmino. Fofana. Satpayev. Cuts inside. Oh, tries to poke it forward for Palmer, but not getting there. Tonali. Richarlison. Up to Matisse Tel. Chance for Tottenham on the break, but Nicole Jazuli has done so well to stop Tel from getting forward. I've always said this. My partner, in a previous iteration, because hair colours and things changed, used to look like a gender bent version of Kai Havertz. They've since changed the hair colour and look nothing like him, but it's very funny. Less defined jawline though. It's Palmer. Oh, lovely ball forward. If Jamie Gittins can get on the end of it, but he can't. Kinski. Ben Davies forward. Up to Richarlison. Holds up the ball well. Gary Martin 4. Mikey Moore, but not going to get there. Jamie Gittins will sweep up. It's a good cut out from Anselmino once again. It's a Sugo. Palestra. Satpayev. It's going to run away from one, but has to pass back. Anselmino. Gittins. God, brilliant feat to get away from his man. Oh, what? The referee said it's go off the pitch. That did not go off the pitch. Richarlison. Can't hold up the ball. Here's Nicole Jazuli. Good work. Can't get it through to Joao Pedro, though. It's pretty much a youth team for Tottenham at this point, I will say. So my nose is so itchy, I apologise. I keep poking around my face. I shaved earlier today, and it's just the moustache is making it itchy. Here's Joao Pedro, who's got forward here. He's been fouled by Ben Davies, and the referee is now going to pull it up. What's just gone on there? I think he's pulled it back for the original foul, not sure. No idea what's gone on here. But Palmer's got a free kick on the outside edge of the right side of the box. Swung in by Palmer to the back post for a Sugo. Ball bounced down, hit the turf and bounced over. Ty Hall was the man who was marking him and didn't get the touch on the ball. There's going to be a lot of Chelsea changes coming here. There's about 7... Oh my god, how many bloody players there are on the edge of the box. I can see Amari Kellyman, Tosin. I can see Achempong, Reggie Watson, Reggie Walsh, Delap. Sarr as well, I think. Mamadou Sarr on the sideline. Basically an entire new team. So Tosin's taking the captain's armband. Achempong, I imagine, is going out to right back. Does this go straight to pensive ties? Yeah, I believe so. Their last game did. So I imagine this one does as well. It's going to be a couple of changes for Tottenham as well. Ben Davies is finally relinquishing his position, I imagine, for Takai. Yeah, Kota Takai's come on. Oh, I don't think the other change was made. I'm not sure. Will be a goal kick for Kinski, who's sent his players high up the pitch. 10 minutes to play. You will say, if it does go to penalties, we have just taken off pretty much every single one of our penalty takers, so that's interesting. You know, I'm actually going to relinquish the Spurs thing off the bingo card, the tell Spurs best player, because I'm actually going to give it to Kinski. It's the only reason that it's still 1-1. I want to see what position the team is playing in. So yeah, it's Sarr and Tosin as the two centre backs, with Josh at right back and Anselmino in that kind of third centre back role on the left. Here is Tosin. Anselmino. Satpayev has moved over to the left hand side, and here he is. Josh has made the run. It's a good pick out from him. Or rather, it's Kellyman, I think, who made the run. Kellyman again. Wins the ball. Reggie Walsh. To Achempong. Back to Tosin. Anselmino. Satpayev. Nicole Jazuli. Kicks the ball off the Tottenham defender, and it will be another throw. Satpayev again. Tosin. Walsh is asking for it. He doesn't get it. Here's Josh. Ball up to Kellyman again. Watson. Mamadou Sarr. With his first minutes of pre-season, Tosin's going to play the ball through the line brilliantly. Oh, Jazuli just unable to get there. It's Richarlison. Gets away from his man. It's a lovely little bit of play down the left-hand side. But Josh has done very well to get the ball. He's going to play it through the lines for Delap, who can't get there, but it's cleared by Kota Takai. Oof, close for winning the ball, but it's going to be a good bit of transition for Tottenham now. He's going to take a strike. It's hit the crossbar, I think. It's Karen Martin, who's obviously came on earlier. $8,000 people in the stadium. Can't hear a single one of them. It's Sark. It's Watson to Mamadou Sarr. Achimpong up to Kellyman. Back to Sarr. Tosin to Anselmino. To Satpayev. favourite Chelsea player is Esteval. My favourite of all time is Frank Lampard. Well, it's a kind of toss-up between Frank and not Cesc Fabregas, rather Petr Cech, because I was a goalkeeper back in my youth days, so always idolised Cech, but Lampard is my favourite. Will be a Kinski goal kick now. But yeah, I think Esteval is my favourite player in the current team, other than Reece James. Like, I feel like I'm talking about, like, because obviously the homegrown players have got a little bit of a soft spot for everyone. So like James, Colwill, they're up there. But like in terms of players that aren't homegrown and are just like standalone, it will be Esteval. It's actually kind of really difficult for the now in the modern game, because like we've got so many players that are likeable in our squad. Like Caicedo's up there as well. Great work from Satpayev. Gets it to Delap, who's fouled. I will say it's certainly not Liam Delap. Here's Kellyman. Across the Sart. It's Mamadou Sarr again. Up to Josh. Now Kellyman. You see him take on his man, please. He's been tackled. Transition opportunity for Tottenham here. But Josh will, or rather Sarr will come across and get the ball. Good work. Long ball from Reggie Watson's a good one. Out to Kellyman. Here's Josh. Tries a little flick. It's going to break for Reggie Walsh. Watson back to Tosin. Now Satpayev. Back to Watson. Need a bit more invention here. Here's Sarr, who's going to take a strike from outside the box. He's going to break for Josh, who takes the ball forward. Here's Delap in the box. Can't make it stick. And the ball's going to be cleared, but Aaron Anselmino will wipe that up quite comfortably. Here's Watson again. Reggie Walsh. Forward for Kellyman. Delap in the box. Can't hold it up again. Tosin up to Walsh. Ball forward for Josh. Tosin across to Anselmino once again. Now Satpayev. 2 minutes until pens. There might be a little bit of additional time. Not sure though. Sarr to Kellyman. Into Walsh. Back to Kellyman. Now Sarr. Tosin. Satpayev. Now Sarr again. Chance to shoot, but not taken. Kellyman will whip it in. For Delap. Oh, did get a touch, but no force or direction behind it. Cool. Gotta think if Delap got a better touch on that, it might have fallen to one of the players at the back post, but not able to. There's a Tottenham player down here. I think it's their left back who's only just come on. He's now feeling something in his hamstring, it seems. I'll obviously not take any risks with those types of things. He's going to be subbed. Another youngster coming on. Did I say Tiggy has come on? I'm not familiar with the player. Number 88. It's going to be another bit of a reshuffle for Tottenham in the back. Skinski plays the ball. Referee looks at his watch. It's going to be headed forward by Sark. And again. Head tennis ensues. Got a chance to shoot here. And Dolly's hit it off the post and Richarlison's tapped it in. And he's onside, supposedly. And just a bit of head tennis has fallen straight to them. I'm going to see who's made the mistake here. Maybe a foul on Reggie Watson there. Ah, he's off. He's actually offside. I think he's offside. But obviously there's no VAR in this competition. Tosin needs to put a block in there as well. The referee could have blown his whistle for a number of things in the build-up to that goal, but he just decided to let it play. We still haven't got a confirmation on how much added time there's going to be. Tosin forward. Reggie Watson will get it forward again. And now the referee blows the whistle for a Tottenham win. And, I mean... yeah. I don't know what to say about that, honestly. Pause the timer. Was almost correct in the prediction. Hang on, let me pause that. It's gonna make a lot of noise. I would say it's not particularly a good result for us, but you know, again, Tottenham are a team that have had way more preseason games than we have, so you know that's always gonna fare into it. Yeah, as I said, we got a lot more players coming in that need to be settled in before we can really assess how the team is playing. I will say as well that like the fact that we started so strongly in terms of our lineup made it so that like, you know, when you're chasing to get a goal and you put on Liam Delap, it's not particularly a good thing, is it? Hopefully when Jackson's in for the Asian tour we'll be able to compete a little bit more. Let's actually check, when is Chelsea's next game? We play Juve on the 5th and it's a 12:30 kickoff, so a little bit later than well, pretty much now, but a little bit later than we started today, but I'll be back for that as well. We play Juve. I think that's in Asia, I'm not sure. One of the Malaysian games, I'm not sure. But yeah, we'll be back for that on Wednesday. Wait, Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. It says Wednesday am I stupid? Can I do maths? Sunday? Oh, okay, yeah. It's Wednesday the 5th. And then Saturday after that, we play Milan, I believe. So yeah, we'll be back for that. Thank you guys for hanging out as ever. Another good turnout today. Thanks for hanging out as you have done today. Trying to trying to sort out my... What is happening with my stream? It's like lagging really badly on my end. Okay. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out as ever. I will see you on Wednesday.